International Sign Language Day. What is International Sign Language Day? What is its importance? Why we should know about it? These are all certain important questions. We try to find answers in this edition is concerned. We welcome all of you to Legal Breeze. Friends, Thiruvalluvar says, I quote him, Selvathul Selvam, Sevichelvam, Achelvam Selvathul Illam Thalai. Meaning, the wealth of hearing is the topmost wealth, and without which it is very difficult to survive in this world. And he also says, and one more step further, யார் இனிது குழல் இனிது என்பர் மக்கள் தம் மழலை சொல் கேளாதவர். He says certain sounds produced by musical instruments will be music to ears, sweeter to ears. Only who will say like that the music sound is sweeter to ears? Only those who have not enjoyed the infancy babbling voice of their own children. So this shows the importance of speech and hearing. Many a times, hearing impaired are separate. They can't hear, but they can speak. But there are certain people they hold simultaneously double jeopardy. That is, they cannot speak as well as they cannot hear. So it's a multi different ability, one may call it. How to overcome these two difficulties? It is done through a language called sign language. Sign language is a natural language processing. Today, even AI uses the natural language processing. We will come back to that little later about it. Now, you may ask whether sign language is throughout the world is same, uniform. Answer is no. The official website of UN says around 300 different sign languages are there, and there is one international sign language has been developed which is dedicated and exclusively used by the people who are hearing impaired and other people who are using the sign language. In India also there are different sign languages is available. It is the sign language. That means we understand sign language is differing depending upon the natural language or mother tongue, whatever one may call it, what they are using. I believe for Tamil, Telugu, English, whatever we have the script, something like that, they will have a different sign language for their own language. That is the reason the 3-language formula, 2-language formula is not applicable to the students who are pursuing their education with different ability, special needs such as speech and hearing impaired people. They can qualify in either one of the language, because otherwise they have to learn additional sign language for additional languages apart from their primary language. So in order to avoid those things, such a facility has been given to them. Now, as I have told you, it is estimated more than 70 million people are affected by this hearing problem, and majority of them are living in developing and least developed countries. The September 23rd has been declared by the UN General Assembly way back in 2017 as International Sign Language Day, so as to prove its significance, not only to the differently abled, even to the non-differently abled. We extend our support. This is not a charity, it is a right-based one. RPD Act in India as well as the CRPD mandates the usage of sign language in all the official proceedings, including in judicial proceedings. For the first time in November 2023 in India, a Supreme Court lawyer who is completely affected by hearing impaired, known as Tara Soni, has argued her case in sign language. A sign language interpreter was appointed at the cost of government to explain the same to the Supreme Court and other audience. This makes a milestone in the empowerment of lawyers who happen to be a sign language user. Apart from that, judiciary also try to use the sign language in various ways. The CRPC, as well as the newly enacted Bharatiya Nagarika Swarshika Sangita, also adopts the sign language not only before the proceedings in the court. It starts right from the recording of the complaint, right by the police, under 164 statement they call it. So these are, in fact, it has been recommended by Verma Commission, such an usage. Now it has been built into the law. Very recently, I have come across, I should extend my felicitation to Dr. Satya Gopal, who is a district judge in Mailadurai. He has delivered a judgment in a divorce petition. He allowed a sign language to be used. The girl happened to be the hearing impaired, and the judge allowed her to communicate whatever she wants to communicate through sign language, and he granted divorce for her because her husband, though he is uh, otherwise he is not a hearing impaired, but abused her, exploited her, so as to undo the evils from, so as to protect her from these things. The court has happily granted divorce to this girl. So these are all small steps, but slowly picking up the right based approach to support our sign language users. um, to special education today becomes a career, important career. And you may ask me, how can we use, or how can be useful or helpful to the persons who are hearing impaired? Yes, there is a course given by Indian Sign Language Research and Training Institute located at New Delhi. This offers postgraduate diploma program in the sign language. If you study and get through in this particular program, you are eligible and qualified to become a sign language interpreter. This is a very welcomeable one. This is not only helpful in getting gainful employment for general people, but it also helps the sign language people in giving them quality education, accessible education. So these are all some of the steps which is recently going on. We all know the hearing impaired people contribution is so significant. I think I should bring it to your attention. Thomas Edison, who is holding Humpty number of patents and Nobel Prize, he himself is a hearing impaired. Of course, he acquired this hearing problem by an accident because of his experiment conducted scientifically in some labs. This is what I hear. So let us all try to build a society which is inclusive of sign language, and sign language shall be granted minority rights status under Article 30. That is our demand.